Hello, and thanks for tuning in. I'm Amanda Sidebottom, Director of Operations. If you're new to American Classical Orchestra, we're a period instrument ensemble based in New York City. And while we're perhaps best known for our interpretations of classical era repertoire by composers such as Mozart, Haydn, and Beethoven, we often venture into music of the Baroque and early Romantic eras. I'm very excited to be discussing our upcoming Chaconne Project, the first on our 2021 season. Joining me in conversation are Artistic Director Tom Crawford and mezzo-soprano soloist for the Chaconne Project, Guadalupe Peraza. Tom and Guadalupe, maybe you can talk about how you decided on the 3 vocal pieces on the program.
Well, most of the chaconnes that I know are instrumental, frankly. But I knew the great famous one from Purcell's Dido and Aeneas, and I asked Guadalupe if she would like to sing that. I asked about that one, and then you sent a list of other possibilities. As it turns out, I learned a lot about the chaconne from you and from this project, because I had only known the 17th and 18th century European models, which are often on the slow side and in minor keys. You introduced this Arañas piece and then said you'd like to sing 2 laments as well. And I thought it was fabulous because basically the Arañas is in the style of what we think of as the origins of the chaconne, faster, more fun. So in our program, we have both, thanks to you.
Well, thank you. I also, thanks to you guys, I came to discover this is the form that is kind of my favorite music as well.
So there were 2 composers on this program that for me are sort of underserved, and our listeners may not have heard them either. The first is a female composer, Barbara Strozzi, and the other is the great Italian master, Claudio Monteverdi. And you'll tell us about the Strozzi, but one thing I will point out is that while they're both laments, the pieces, the effect of the pieces is completely different.
Barbara Strozzi was contemporary of Monteverdi. For what I've seen is she was probably the most prolific composer of secular music. And it's very unusual, I mean, in the 17th century to have women being even able to publish their work. There's a quote by her saying that she was afraid of being victim of slander if she published her work, and yet she was very well known.
What is the point of view of the text of the Strozzi?
So the Strozzi has a very extreme, tragic text, and I think what they share, both the Monteverdi and the Strozzi, is this betrayal. I think referring to a romantic betrayal. I don't know, that leaves them in a very bad state of mind. For example, a very extreme text by Strozzi would be, I nourish myself only with tears, and grief is my delight, and moans are my joys. Sobs heal me, sighs console me. And even more, may every sorrow afflict me so much that I am drawn to my death and buried. So this is like deadly pain of sorrow and betrayal.
It comes to mind that this theme of sort of languishing but enjoying suffering and sorrow and tears and pain was a huge theme and is on wonderful display in the Strozzi.
when you have full-time musicians who are devoted day and night in their dreams, in their waking to music and to growing, you need to perform it with other people. And so the emotional level of this performance was very high right from the beginning of the rehearsals. So I think that the fact that you chose to do a couple of profound laments also made it the whole situation ripe for a beautiful experience. I might also add, I felt that your interpretations of the Monteverdi and the Strozzi are passionate and they are very personal. You took risks with them, and to me, I listened to the recordings just yesterday. I was really struck by how beautiful they are, beautifully paced too.
Thank you so much. And it's a huge relief, I guess, for me that it works, because I guess I am a risk taker in many fields, especially in music. And I'm glad it can work one way or another. It's a really an honor and a great pleasure to sing with them, with the wonderful colleagues that played in this recording. And it's their incredible expressiveness. And that was a huge inspiration to try to internalize this music even more. And the text, it all made total sense with what they were doing. It was really amazing.